Now, the sister movie to Shaun of the Dead is Hot Fuzz. So, you know, they're kind of doing this thing where the trilogy was like, if you notice in the movies, they're always eating like, think, what's it called, donuts or little drumstick things. I don't know. And in the first movie, it was colored red. Here, it's colored blue. You know, because it's police. So the next one's about aliens, and it's colored green. So it makes sense. Like, I honestly don't remember what the ice cream was called. So here, Simon Pegg plays a police officer, and like he goes to a town, and the town. I mean, he's considered too good for the city. Like all the other police officers are jealous, so they send him off to the countryside where nothing's really happening. But he becomes a conspiracy theorist because he feels like something's happening. That's the plot. And Hot Fuzz is better than Shaun of the Dead, simply because like it it's both funny. It it also has that thing from Shaun of the Dead where like it could become serious. Like it could you can honestly take the part where he's trying to solve the mystery seriously, and then it just turns into a, one of the best like climaxes I think I've seen. Like it's not because it's the best shootout ever, because there are a lot of there's a bunch of other movies which have better shootouts, like Hard Boiled, but the build up to the shootout was impressive. Like you really felt like you like spoilers. It turns out the entire town is in on like murdering people because the thing is they want to keep their town like the best up top. So they murder people that they consider bad. So they always have like a bunch of weird reasons why they're killing people. Like one of them was um, a standing like a human statue, and then another one was a bunch of punks who were in the tavern and all that. So when like when Simon Pegg figures out he um is what was that guy's name? Simon Pegg's friend, who I keep forgetting his. I think it's Nick Frost. Yeah, Nick Frost. So he gets him out of town and he tells him to go away. But then, like in the first parts of the movie, like there's sort of like we have a cop that's always serious and a cop that's always like fun loving and not so serious. So the not so serious cop is trying to like get the other guy to cool down by showing him a bunch of movies which include like Point Break and oddly enough Bad Boys 2. And these movies inspire Simon Pegg to go back to town and just shoot it up. And it really works because like it worked because you really felt like the town was a well-established villain, and you really felt Simon Pegg was like he was like it's a good metaphor. He was like a bomb ready to explode. Like you felt like he only needed just a little thing to spike him, to go back. And how they did it, I was actually really impressed because all he did was stare, just look back, saw the DVDs of Point Break and Bad Boys 2, and then the music swelled, and then he's like, "I'm gonna go back. Like this is something I have to do myself." And right there, that was awesome. And like I said, the action scene at the end is not the greatest. Like there's a lot of parts where the camera is a little like makes the action kind of hard to see. Then there was one part that really confused me where these guys were shooting their shotguns at like a grocery deli thing, but then they don't smash it, but a bunch of carts that they ram into the thing smashes it. That was a little confusing. And then other than that, the rest of the movie was pretty good. The acting was good. It was like I really like Simon Pegg's acting, and um, everyone else did fine. Like I can't really think of a bad performance in there except maybe. No, I think that's about it. Like it it works. Like the jokes, I admit, were not as funny as Shaun of the Dead, but it still contributed to the whole like surrealness of this kind of movie. And also the special effects, or like, I wouldn't say bad, but then like I kind of thought it was out of place for all this like zombie like gore, because you know what I mean? Because like you kind of just expect it to be like, I don't know, it's kind of trying to build up to a police type story, but it's the gore looks like it belongs in a zombie movie, is which I can't really argue because the last movie they did was Shaun of the Dead. So, anyways, like that's all I got for Hot Fuzz. It's one of my favorite movies ever. Like, I'll tell that already. And I I just I wanted to see Hot Fuzz too, but they're making a third one with aliens, so well, that's fine then. Anyways, that's all I have for Hot Fuzz. Oh wait, one more thing. This scene I have to mention because it was so stupid. The end scene where Simon Pegg, like, he arrests everyone so they're fixing the station, but then the last guy attacks them, but they throw him onto like a sea mine, and it blows up, but no one except the one guy who touched the mine dies. Like, I would argue that it's stupid and everyone should be dead, and especially like Ed, because I mean Nick Frost, because he got shot and he had the mine, explosion shock effects, but they all live in the end. That was a little weird, but it's a comedy, kind of, so I can let it sit. That's it.